Chasing beach.
Will's the rapper. Album number 5. Still doing what I love. This music's in my blood. My medicine, my drug. Rhyming with my time, and that's what time spent. Staying positive in my mind while I'm on this vent. I'ma shine no matter where the sun went. If you handicapped, throw it up, represent. Got hit hard with this disease, never left a dent. It was evident, I was never out of my element. Wiser than an elephant, I knew to take my medicine. God, I knew to let him in. That was part of my regimen. Wasn't ready to see the end, wasn't ready for heaven. Ayy, too young to be stressing, thinking about dying, having all these questions that I shouldn't even be thinking. My heart should have been sinking, but it never did though, cause I refuse to sing that low. It's what you do, it's what you do with your time. It's what you do, it's what you do with your mind. It's what you do, it's what you do just to shine. It's what you do, it's what you do, how you define. It's what you do, it's what you do with your time. It's what you do, it's what you do with your mind. It's what you do, it's what you do just to shine. It's what you do, it's what you do, how you define. Feels baby. Every day I try because time will pass you by. Tomorrow could be gone in the blink of an eye. I tell the truth cause I don't.
Well, hello, everybody. Craig and Only Oscars in here early, ready for the show. Liquid Zoo Only Fins, welcome. Chris's Aqua Zone. I was catching some of that, sir. I saw you leading the charge on so a little bit of D&D. Legacy Riders in the house. Proud to be part of that crew. Sonny G, what it is. Aquatic Moose cuz. Kalish up in here. Kamisa, mother of guppies. The Zen Ginge, H-Town in the house. Nathan Hovey. Hello, fishy friend. He got the fish moved he wanted. Well, other than the diamond tetras, but I was only moving them because I think they'll get picked at with the long fins of the males. Hey, man, that sounds like an astute move. Yeah, lights off is another good point, Nate. Maybe they'll chill out. So yeah, we're gonna play around in the freaking tank there in a minute. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Good times in the fish room. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to put all of the adult swordtails in this 20-gallon long that is dark green with a light on it. So we need to do some stuff to that tank before I can put any swordtails in there if I have any hope of getting them back out again. So yeah, man, handfuls upon handfuls of tiger val. That's what's going to be happening. So I'll show some to the camera. We'll see which ones are the longest. Blah, blah, blah. It sounds like a good time. And I'll keep track of the chat on this thing. And I think I have it set up. So I think I have it set up so we're not going to have audio issues. Wish me luck. Oh, my ears are draining right now. I tell you guys, if anybody else has been sick lately, man, I feel for you. It has been miserable for freaking sure. So let's get a tray. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Let's get into it. Little duckweed. Little duckweed. A lot of duckweed. Getting it together. All right, it's already brightening up. Start at the top. This is a lot more fun with you guys. Man, there's some long tiger val in here. I think this was the stuff that Bunny Viper was looking for. If not, I know Garcia can use it. I hope it does as good in his water. Sounds like our water is there's something significantly different about it because he doesn't get any hair algae. He gets some spot algae, and like that's it. So I wonder what the difference is in the water makeup. Really got me thinking. That ever happened to you guys? Do you ever think too much about stuff that doesn't really matter, but it's about fish, so feels peaceful and lovely? I mean, if you don't, there's nothing wrong with that, but man, some long stuff. All right. So here. I think it's this one. Of course, it's a mother plant, so it's got a couple runners coming off it, 3 runners coming off of it. All right, look at this bad boy. Tiger Val. So yeah, man, the crown goes down to my elbow, bro. That's good stuff right there. And as you can see, maybe in the camera, it's got like little lines on it that come out like bronze lines. That's what makes it Tiger Val. Other than that, it's just like your standard Val scenario. Not as like this is as big as it'll get. It's not as thick as like your jungle Val or anything like that. This is more your standard Val. Just tiger variety. Yeah. All right. So yeah, lots of that. Oh, gross. Let me check the chat. Nathan Hovey checking in with Darlene. What'd Darlene say? I want to know. Nothing yet. We want to know, Darlene. How's the plan with the tanks going? Oh, only Oscar shoot out of duckweed. I'm sure I sent you some with my plants and some snails. You're not a real aquarist if you don't have algae in your tanks. I believe it. I believe it. Kalish is the master. Luring Mike on a phone call. Oh, lurking. Yeah, you're on a phone call. Right on, Jeff. And hey man, like no worries. That link is for anybody who would like to join. Um Show your face, all the things. You know what I mean? Like it's all good. You don't have to keep your camera on streaming if you don't want, but I got to know who you are before I let you up. So we don't have any shenanigans. So I think that if it's spiral, the other valve that's in here, I think I'm going to leave it and see if I need to pull them later. Oh my goodness. This is just so healthy and good. Oh man, I forgot how much Anubias is in here too. Remember guys, I cut it like a long time ago into like 4 pieces, that big one, remember? Everybody was like, "What?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I got another one that looks just like it." I think I'm gonna leave that valve back there and come this way. Oh my goodness, this is so satisfying. It already looks so much better. And I haven't really even done anything. And this is gravel, so it's just coming up just perfect. And I stopped gravel vacuuming this thing a while back, and the snails that explode in here have obviously been down in the soil taking care of everything, because it's not even kicking up a bunch of mulm like in the tank. But of course this tank is all plants, and I've got 3 Canii corridora in here. That's it. So it's like it's just a plant tank basically. So I've been waiting to move my beta females over here. Got distracted, didn't, all the normal stuff, all the normal stuff. I'll put you right here, buddy. There you go. What is this, guppy grass? Let's just remove all of the guppy grass. We can always throw a clump in later. Throw a clump back in. Oh, more of that. Yeah. Oh, look at this one. Got nice and bronze on the end. Another Nubia. Growing in nicely. This was one of the uglier ones. Came out real nice now. Some new leaves on the top. Makes a little L piece right here with the rhizome. The rhizome started coming right up. Wow, looking healthy. I'm going to keep that in the water. Okay. Here's another piece. Pull it. This was from like the middle section, so it's super beautiful. So that's the size of my hand, what it looks like from the top. Here's your side angle. Got a little lead weight on there for the to help it hold down, and then these end up grabbing onto the rocks. I just pulled a bunch of rocks off of it. So I'll trim those and like let it get settled so it can get near the ground, and then I'll let it grow into the substrate, and then I can remove that lead if I want. And this looks like it might have been towards the end. Yeah, this is the opposite end because you could tell by the way it grows up. Got a couple pieces coming up on this one. This one also has a lead weight on it. But as you can see, that's like two plants and then this big stem with this little plant on it. So there's like three plants to pull off of the rhizome. I don't know whether I would take everything off of the rhizome at the same time. I heard you can just like make some cuts in the side and that it'll start growing from there, but I don't know whether that's true or not. I've never done it personally, but I think I might try that. I'll check the chat here in just 1 minute. I know that you guys are entertaining yourselves. You always do, and I appreciate you for it. It's really handy in these times when I live stream and I want to put my hands in the tank at the same time. Um, with how much I've been actually getting done working overtime every week for the past 2 months, eternity. I need to be on live stream and want to put my hands in the tank at the same time a lot more often, honestly. To be fair. Oh my gosh, guys. So much fun. That water went up my arm right in the armpit, y'all. Oh man. Such a good feeling. All right. Let me check the chat. What's everybody saying? I agree, Mexicali. I mean, like, if they get hungry enough, they can eat it. I like the way Kabamba looks, but it hasn't done well in my water. So I either need to get it, I need to try it again and maybe like be doing fertilizer because like it needs something that my water doesn't have naturally enough of anyway. Rooting hormone or vitamin B or something to encourage that for transplanting. Yeah, I mean a rooting hormone like wouldn't hurt it. you would want to make it a large enough amount of water so that it could stay submerged. No, boobs are not wet yet, June. But look, like my chest is right here, so that's not gonna happen in this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like occasionally some baby guppies get an eyeful, you know what I mean? But everything's going pretty good. Yeah, Coro. But yeah, you're giving me ideas. Yeah, me too, Kalish. I love it when Coro does that. So take a plant, make cuts, and put it in a small container with rooting hormone. Yeah. Okay, let me show you what it looks like already. Wait, I can do this, and then switch them. There you go. So this is kind of what we were looking at for the whole tank. And then this is already the difference going on right here, going back this way. You can see my sponge filter again. How about that? So yeah, still got to work this area. And this is how much val I got. You know what I mean? Like I should be able to share with Garcia and Bunny Viper. Don't end the stream. I gotta watch where my thumb goes, man. I almost ended this, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm a freaking mess, bro. So yeah, man. Continuing on. Okay. All right. So you guys see how quiet I got, man? Whoa, dude. I got in the zone. Yeah, this is the spiral valve, and it's been doing real well for me. It doesn't do as well as the tiger valve, but I've gotten it established in a couple different tanks, and it's doing great. And then there's a few pieces elsewhere. They haven't really taken off, but I've got it growing in a couple spots and it's looking really, really good. So what if I did something like this? Something like this. No, the smaller one up front. This one goes to the back. Might be one too many Anubiuses in here. Wah, wah. Might take this big one out that has some weirdness going on the leaves, like discoloration, and let my shrimp do something with that. Let them crawl all over it, see what happens, see if that can help battle some of the hair algae going on in there. Let that Anubius do something. That'll be fun. All right, guys. Whoa. So this is what we're looking at now. This big old plant. And then there's a bunch of root in the back there from this guy coming along. And then let me see, can I get behind? I think I can. So Jeff, that's that breeder box that I would be using. I've got one. But yeah, still really thick along the back. That was a KDI running away. Here's the other two hiding down low. They've got stripes across their eyes like the raccoon ones. And then they've got like little bitty like ink dot like all over them. Like they're looks like sandy colored, but like little black dots like all over them. I really like them a lot. But there's only three, and if they were gonna breed, they could have done it in here, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But you never know. But I just wanted to show you all the way around the tank. Like, look at all that spiral valve. Dope. Very excited. And there's another Anubias right there. My goodness. Look who hasn't been fed yet. You guys can get a little bit brighter than that. No flake until you show me your true colors. Oh, there you are. All right, Jeff. I think all I have to do is copy that. Put it right here. Return. All right, they've been good. They've been good. Let's give them something. They are enjoying some of Ken's flake, and they are splashing the camera and myself with their eagerness. I teased them for too long. A couple of those males might not make it through the night unless they fill up right now. They have exerted all of their energy being the darkest ones. You know what I mean? Like there's 2 or 3 of those guys that are like trying way too hard. Yeah, I really like that corkscrew valve. It looks really great. It didn't grow as fast, and I didn't have success with it immediately right off. And I feel like it grows slower than the other valves, but could just be my water too. But yeah, those guys are so happy. And there is no duckweed in this tank, and certain plants have gotten destroyed. Like whatever was glued to this rock, I think like Philippine moss. Hold on, I got it over. Got all my stickers over here. Philippine fern. Yeah, I bought them from LRB Aquatics at Aquashella. That's where I got that tiger valve too, and the Anubias plant. Welcome, welcome. Oh man, I'm really loving those goldfish, dude.
All right. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, do they end up giving like a bluish, like gray sheen in the light sometimes that you can't pick up on camera?
Not that I
What are
noticed.
what are the highlights that you miss?
The highlights. I don't think that they have any. I think they're just true black.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like the black mollies and stuff like that, where it just like
Yeah.
soaks up all the light.
I didn't raise these guys up either. These were foxies.
Oh, really? Oh man, they're beautiful too.
She needed the
Foxy's
tank space
doing a morning show.
tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome
Or
because
no,
those are
Friday.
the main days that I work.
I think it's Friday morning.
Yeah, so I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I've been
Okay.
working Sunday nights as well now, but it should just be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning, if I had something, I came home from work and like watched something in the morning before I went to sleep. That would
Okay.
really increase my my work week, my quality of life, as it were. But yeah, look, man, freaking tore out all of that.
All your plants.
Tore out all of that and just left a bunch of it in the back. And there's a bunch of corkscrew on this side, and another Anubias plant. This one can go over here.
So, are you controlling StreamYard from your phone?
No, I'm controlling it from my phone is right there on a
Okay.
stand. I'm using my phone as the camera. It's the better camera, and I'm running this on my iPad. So there you go. It's an iPad in a toddler case, so that then when I drop it,
Yeah.
it'll float back to the top and or not freaking break on the concrete floor.
Okay.
So
But you're not
So
running with
yeah,
a laptop base.
okay.
What did I do there? You're just
No, I don't
doing
have a
phone and
laptop.
tablet. Okay.
Yeah, and it sometimes doesn't work out too well for me,
Yeah.
But I did reset. I thought my wife was asleep. She obviously wasn't. She was watching
They
something
reset
before
that.
she went to sleep, and I reset the router and everything. She comes out again. She goes, "Did you do something?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry. Should have told you." My bad. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Walking
That is
through the
funny.
house right now. I'm on break. Let's watch some goldfish. Let's talk about it. So, do you know how old those goldfish are? I'm sure you've got like the
Um,
complete history if it came from Foxy, right?
no, I don't know.
They're beautiful, man.
They're pretty good ones. My my youngest daughter likes black moors and goldfish, so that's
Hmm.
kind of why I got them. Was to try to spawn them for her. Um, she now has a new boyfriend that is very anti-fish,
Oh,
so he's gonna have to go.
yeah, man. Hopefully he's just a phase. You know what I mean?
Well, if not, I'll
I
make
mean,
him a
like,
face.
if you see somebody like be mean to a cat or something, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, they have some problems. You know what I mean? Like, he's like
No,
anti-fish. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, that's a red flag.
she's a daddy's girl, so I'll just turn him into a face.
Yeah, gonna be all right. Goldfish. So, what do you have growing in there?
Um, frog bits on the top, and a whole lot of miscellaneous stuff. There's some
What's that
bobitis.
guppy grass looking stuff?
Over here,
Yeah, I know it's not guppy
some
grass on the right side of the screen.
over here, Pogostemon.
Yeah, there's some at the bottom and some on the top.
Yep, that's Pogostemon octopus.
Okay, yeah, I haven't tried that one yet, but it's on my list.
That's a pretty easy one to grow. If you got a
Yeah.
good highlight, it'll turn purple
Mm.
or purple highlights.
I don't, but good to know.
So as much as everybody bucks it, the 3.0 is actually a cheap light.
Yeah,
Um,
for the quality that you're getting.
yeah, for what you're getting out of it, it really is it's an affordable light compared to
Yeah.
the high end Kestrel stuff. Um, I know a lot of people
Oh
are
yeah,
thinking,
I mean, I'll take one. You know what I mean? If you want me to say your name on my channel every day, you know what I mean. But as far as like purchasing one,
everybody.
I'm far away from that. But I don't think I'm far away
So,
from like wanting to try some highlight plants.
um,
So
how do you have your tank set up? You got them set up in a rack, right?
yeah, they're
So
on racks.
how long is
They're
your rack?
yeah.
4 foot.
I don't know. I've got a shop light across it.
Okay. So shop light's usually 4 foot.
Yeah,
So when it does come time, buy a 4 footer,
yeah.
and you can light 4 tanks at once.
Right. Okay. So keep them in the configuration that I have going on right now. You could see my fish room right there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
that's two of the three racks.
I'll grab a
Well, four
flashlight
if you
quick.
count the one in the living room.
All my lights are out right now, except for the goldfish tank.
I turned the
What?
goldfish tank on and I fed them right away.
So
They're used to immediate satisfaction. If the lights come on and they don't get fed right away, it's like my wife is upset and they're upset. So it's easier.
I got this rack. That's 5 5 gallons. Down below, it's 4 10 gallons.
Yeah, I've got 4 10 gallons and I've got 4 20 gallon longs on the other rack
Yeah.
on the bottom.
So the 4 10 gallons are lit by one 4 footer. and the 5 gallons are lit by 1 4-footer.
Okay, so with the 10 gallons, are you still able to grow highlight plants?
Yes, because
Okay.
that 4-footer is designed to go on a 75 gallon, a 90 gallon, a 55 gallon.
Okay. Perfect.
So realistically, you've almost got a Kessel intensity of light out of the flute. Almost, not quite, but because you're so much closer to your substrate, you're only
Yeah.
like 12 inches off instead of 21.
Yeah. I think I only have like 1 5-gallon.
Oh, those are only like 10 inches, or I think 570 substrate on is only like 9 inches. But you're 10 to 12 inches off your substrate instead of 21. So that just it increases your intensity a lot.
Heck yeah.
And I will say I bought a Glorium, and I really do not recommend them. It is also another app-driven light, about the same price as a Fluval. The app is extremely miserable to get into. Like
Oh
I
man,
can't.
that sucks.
You have to go to them to get a special sign in your first time, and I can't get one.
Ugh.
So, will not recommend them ever, never. Not worth it.
Right.
I personally really prefer app-driven lights. This is the way I run my stuff. Comes on at about 6:45 in the morning is when it starts ramping up, and it goes until 11:30 at night. It only has 100% power for 2 hours in the evening, and then the rest of the time it spends getting from 10% to 100%, and then vice versa. It spends the remainder of the night going from 100% down to 10%.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. Like you see, I've never had a light that can do any of that.
Yeah.
I've got
Once you do, not everybody likes the apps, but once you get comfortable with it, you're familiar with it, it's really hard
yeah.
to go back.
Oh, I bet. But I mean, like, I'm a long ways from having a Fluval 3 for all of my tanks. Because what I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm running 7, and when I fill the bottom of this rack, I'll be running 8. So that would be 8 Fluval 3s. You know what I mean? Like that's not all going
Well,
to happen at once. You know what I mean? So we'll do it. We'll do it
so
as we go.
I've got 2 on my 75 that's up and going, 1 on the 5s, 1 on the 10s, 2 on a 55, 2 on a 55.
Yeah.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8 4-footers. Then
Yeah.
I've got a whole bunch of smaller ones
I'm
spread
still
out.
trying to get. I'm still trying to get a sink in here. You know what I mean? So like, I still have some large pieces going in that are
Yeah, got
that
a
are
sink waiting up and a trailer to
yeah.
go in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that part of the remodel, so it's part of the materials that's waiting to go in.
Oh, here,
How's it
check
going,
this
Mark?
out. So look at this Anubias that I just like shoved in front of the hair algae in the shrimp tank. So yeah, blue dreams all over that. Might take care of the speckles on the leaves.
When your cameras is out.
One of my cameras is out.
Yep, that one. Your mobile.
Oh man,
There you go.
is it back?
Yeah, it's back now. Well, maybe I'm behind on my other device. So
Oh hey man, I don't know how any of the technology works. The fact, oh, look, he's already there. He's already on top of it. He's getting to work, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Yes,
use
sir.
my scuds for that.
The doctor is in. But you see what I mean? Like, this sleeve has a hole in it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is the one that doesn't look as happy as the other ones. Put it in the shrimp
Yeah.
tank. Let's see what happens.
That big Anubias that's in that goldfish tank I pulled out of the platy tank that was in my daughter's room because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting ready to tear it down.
Oh, okay.
But
Are you going to do something else in its place?
no, everything's got to come out of that room. I still got one more tank to come
Oh,
down in there, and that's it's in another angel tank. But I don't know where to put them just yet. I probably shouldn't have put the goldfish in here yet, and I should have put the angels in there instead.
so yeah,
But I
maybe
really wanted to
something
make
like
babies.
this, and then this one like in front. That looks better. And then we're gonna have sword tails running around in here because this is my problem that I've got going on. Let me get the light over it. So the problem is there's so many freaking babies in here. And this is a 10-gallon. So I'm gonna take all the adults out and we're gonna grow out the fry in here. And then as they get to adult size, they're all moving to a 20-gallon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome them to their new home, brought to you on
Right?
the Wednesday witching hours. Somebody did something. I did something this week, guys, besides the bare minimum water changes. I just wanna document this. Freaking rebel.
I think you need some more tanks.
More tanks. Night
Yeah.
Owl Aquatics, welcome, welcome. And Mock Stelson. Oh, Mark, where is it? Hold on, man. Marky Mark. Okay, here we go, guys. Mark, these are going to Bunny. These are going to Bunny. These are all my extras. And there's a Corey Dorable's button that may or may not make it to you because I'm sure that she's going to do some picking. But these are the stickers for you, Mark. I went through all my stickers, man. Like, look, man, I got a freaking Daniken, Peplin Creek. There's Rico Stan from the Clash, Guppy Guru, New Local Austin. So I gave you there's a bunch of extras there. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe. Gina, our Aquatic Universe, TGOE, ABC, Tennessee Fish Mafia, Land to Lake Aquatics is in here. I got an extra one. Crayfish Empire. So yeah, man, I got you all set up, bro. Oh, the swords are moving from a single wide to a double wide. That's what I'm talking about. LJ Shrimp is in here. He's hiding underneath another one. So yeah, Mark. You know what I mean? Sometime this year, hopefully, This makes your way to you. It's got to make its way to Bunny Viper first. It's got a pit stop. I'm really liking that Anubias in the shrimp tank.
Yeah. Anubias has its place. I like using it in cory tanks, depending on the species of cory for them to breed on. Like
Yeah.
my pygmy cories really loved it. I'd never seen a single egg on the glass. It was always in the Anubias.
Dude, yeah, no, it's great. I've got some in my mystery snail tank, and it's just like covers the whole 20 gallon. It's a 20-gallon tank. Oh, I'm loving how cleaned up that tank is looking. Nice glare there for you so you can't see what I see. Perfect. Perfect. That's how we do it. Wait, can I turn it off? Oh, dang! This side still needs to be thinned out a bit, I would say. We gotta do some stuff with that. I think I might just cut all but 4 leaves on that waffle leaf. That's I don't know what kind of plant that is. It's a bulbitis of some sort. This guy. Might just cut all but 4.
There's 2 bulbituses in that goldfish tank now. I just put the burn style in there from Stephen P.
Yeah.
And then I'd gotten another one from Keith. They intended to put them in the Oscar tank, but yeah, they just kept moving it wherever the hell they wanted it. So I tossed it down in here, so they had a little bit extra cover to get away from the parents. I think a couple more days and I'll pull the parents out and then just let the fry raise up. How's it going, Alex? Greg?
Yeah, this is the largest group of anything I have other than guppies, and like they just fill the entire tank. But these guys are like schooling around. So this is the first time I've had a large group of fish that like school around and stuff. And I really like the way that looks. And this is one of my wife's favorite tanks, possibly my wife's favorite tank right now. And she likes the way the fish like swim around. So I'm excited to work with more nano species and stuff like that.
I've always been liking the Cross River puffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Those
not
don't
ready
get
for
too
one
big,
yet.
do they?
I think up to 20 inches.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I
I
want my
mean,
wife to have
realistically,
that like water puppy experience. I think that she would really enjoy that. But
yeah, I'll probably do it.
as far as a puffer goes, I want something that can be comfortable in like a 90 gallon. You know what I mean? Like I don't want anything bigger than that.
No, I want to build DIY tanks at some point.
Well, you're a madman, sir. Never change.
I don't know. My
So just
pocketbook says
wrap these
otherwise.
in some wet paper towel, right? And put them in a bag and then mail
For
them this week.
your plants there?
Yeah, my plant's here.
So I have torn feelings on that. Usually,
How would you do it?
I would prefer to receive them without paper towel,
Okay.
with just some moisture in the bag, like like a quarter cup or something like that in the bag.
Okay,
Keep
I'll
them
do
wet.
that. And then I'm going to put it in this foil pouch and put
That's
that
my
inside of
personal
a
opinion.
box.
Because
Huh?
I've had it go good with paper towel, and I've had it go bad with paper towel.
Right. When it goes bad with paper towel, what exactly happens?
It's just mush.
Hmm.
And that's not to say that it wouldn't have turned into mush without the paper towel. So it could have just been a shipping experience in itself.
Right.
But I know that the vast majority of plants I get though don't come in paper towel. Like when they're shipped from a supplier,
Right.
it's usually a hobbyist that ships them in paper towels.
Right. Well, that would be me, buddy.
Well, yeah, and that hobbyist we don't ship them as much. The high or the professionals ship them a lot, and they don't use it. So maybe there's a reason.
Right. Possible.
Yeah, Mexicali. He was supposed to come hang out with us on Garcias, but he didn't. I think
Oh
he's too good
man.
for us now.
What he got caught up? He got caught up?
Oh, he's just too good
Did
for
he
us now.
get caught up in a love situation on Valentine's Day?
Pretty sure he's at work.
I watched a romantic movie with my wife tonight. It was fun, man.
More power to you. I don't even think my wife would sit through a romantic movie.
I mean, we did take a break halfway through. Like our household is much faster paced in our media. Like I'm usually in a chat doing this sort of thing. This is what I like. I can't find bags, and I have a personal organizer, and sure it's labeled. I just don't.
I used to have a personal organizer. She moved out.
Dang.
My youngest daughter was my memory for me on where I put things.
Oh man, that's a good thing. Where's the? This is in the way somehow. How is this? Might be time for another one of these. The foam is getting worn. Man, I'm really happy with the way this looks.
They're not nice. Are you thinning out the right side a little bit more, or what you got in there for fish?
I just have 3 canii. There's one hiding back in the back. They are traumatized.
Mexicali said he was waiting for you to bring him up for a half hour.
Oh man. Sorry,
Supposed to
buddy.
speak up.
I didn't see you.
I didn't either.
Hey man, I will bring you up if you come back. And I'll give you a personal apology. Come on, Mexicali, doesn't get better than that.
I'll just make fun of him. So
I'm sorry. I sorry. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the camera enough. Where are the bags? Where are the bags? I wonder.
what kind of bag you looking for?
Hey, I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to switch to this one. And does that give you the angle that you need? All right. Yeah, this will be the best angle. All right, guys, hang on. Hang on. All right. We might have to go at this with more than one go, but let's see how successful I am. I know they don't like me looking at them, so I don't think they're going to like the net very much at all. I think they're going to say no, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Who are we chasing?
Swordtails.
Swordtails. Don't fall.
Yep. Got one. I don't think anybody's jumped out of the tank yet, so we got that going for us.
That's good.
Damn, they're good. I see you. Oh, man. We stirred this tank up real good. Get him. Dang.
So for these two black moors, all I got to do is feed them and they start spawning.
Right?
Yeah. It never fails to give them a good clump of food and then they start to spawn.
Oh, I got one. Two. Only like 6 more to go.
2 and 1
There you go.
shots,
Isn't
cheating,
it
man.
better in there? You like that?
Oh, Mexicali's backstage. Sorry.
Man, man. Add to stage. I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I didn't mean it.
No, you're actually good. It's because I'm actually not supposed to be on a stream right now, but I figure why not? There's nobody in the
Oh, you being bad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's always bad.
And I had the reason I jumped off is because I had to do my hourly reading. So I was like, better get out of here before he brings me up, and then I got to bail on him.
Right.
So
I got one.
What
Possibly a baby. And a baby.
Hey, Jeff?
Dang it.
Jeff.
Oh, man, he's gone.
Yep.
He went down in the gravel, you little bastard. All right, man. That's your home now. You know, grow up
Hey,
with the
on
big
those
boys.
black moors, how big do they get?
About that big. Hi.
So they get a what, 3 or 4 inches?
About that, yeah.
They don't get any bigger than that.
Nah.
Okay, because I'm having not buyer's remorse, but seller's remorse.
Yeah. So, well, they're smaller than my fist. I've seen some orandas get like fist sized, but they really don't get that big.
What size do you have them in right now? What size aquarium?
This is a 29. I moved them from the 55.
Oh, okay.
You see that little guy? I don't know where my camera is at. There we go.
Well, I got rid of my goldfish that I had, but they were actually comets. They weren't regular. They weren't the fancy goldfish.
Yeah.
And it was they were starting to get too big for the aquarium I had them in.
So
And
comets, you can get like foot and a half or so on comets.
yeah, I know they were starting to get real big.
Yeah.
And I got a friend of mine that's got a pond, so I said, you know what, I'll move them over there. Besides, I wanted to do. That's where I moved in the angelfish fry to grow them out.
Okay.
I'm tired of not having plants in there, and now I regret getting rid of the goldfish.
Yeah.
So, but I do have I think it's like the profile of a 29, but it's taller. So I don't know what it is. I think it's like a 32 or 33.
It might be a 45. We got there?
Oh, it's only a few inches taller than a 29. Because it's got the same footprint, but just taller.
Yeah, maybe it is. Well, so the 45 had the same footprint as that 29.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, it's got to be, I thought that was like a 24-inch tall tank. Or 20,
yeah,
24 to 30, something like that.
I think it is 30 inches tall. So you might be right. Well,
That's an old tank.
It's sitting outside, so I'm thinking that might be the new goldfish tank. But I only want one. And the reason I want them is because it used to do a really good job of eating all my duckweed. And now I'm having to scoop it and throw it out. So I'm kind of regretting not having the goldfish.
I got fry.
Or is there any other? I know there's some African cichlids that'll eat all the duckweed.
Angelfish?
I don't know which they are because I don't know too much about African cichlids.
Angelfish will eat it.
Angelfish will eat it?
Yeah.
But they won't.
When you're fry.
They won't eat it as like goldfish. Goldfish, that's all I used to feed them was duckweed.
Yeah, no. What I would do is wherever you're putting your angelfish fry, how many did you get out of that batch?
I haven't counted them, but there's quite a bit. There's got to be at least 30, at least.
Okay. So run that on top of the tank. They'll eat the roots off of it.
Oh, and then it'll die out.
Yeah, and then they'll eat it as it sinks.
Oh, okay.
But it works as a filler food when you can't feed brine. Throughout the day.
Well, you know what? I've never really fed brine on mine.
Like, but even at that during your workday, they can nibble on that stuff throughout the day when you don't have other foods.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks now is that I've grown out those angelfish. I don't know if I want to sell them.
You got to, because
I know, but
there's just too many.
I'm going, God, I really like them. I like how they look in there, and I think that 200, when I get it up and running, that's what's going in there is going to be angelfish.
Yeah, so beautiful, man.
You just pick your best of the best.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the color morphs that I like the most.
Yeah,
and
that's what I did too. Was my marbles that threw weird colors. I saved the ones that I wanted because they had a lot of red in them.
Yeah.
For my next breeding batch, whenever it was that I got around to it, which I gotta get around to soon.
No. Yeah. So
I got confused.
I do like the fact that I can have plants in that aquarium now. So that's what I was really excited about. It looks totally different than when I had the goldfish in there.
Yeah. What are you so over?
What happened?
Mexican. Your shirt says so over. I
Oh.
can't see the rest.
So over it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my old man shirt.
Yeah.
All right, how many babies are in here? 1.
What's Mike fishing out?
He's catching swordtails.
Oh, okay. Which ones do you have, Mike?
I've got some red swordtail leertails, and the boys have black on their. They have black on their sword, so it's an orange sword with a black outline on it.
Nice.
And they're all hiding against the back. They'll see that I can get out there, but it takes me so long to get around. All right, I'm going to do it anyway.
I only have one, I guess, not species, but color morph of the swordtails. And it's
Hi, Lisa.
it looks like the koi. I think they're called sanke. I really like those guys.
Oh, yeah, no, the Sanke ones do look great.
Oh,
So,
it's like-
yeah, these are red swordtails, and like I've got babies upon babies upon babies. So I'm moving them. So I'm moving the adults right now. And I just moved them in here, and they're hiding against the back wall, but there they all are.
There you go.
But yeah, they have twice as much room to run around. There's a small male in there. There's a small female as well. Anybody I missed in the tank, I'll get later. But I mean, like there could be one in the next tank over. I was stirring it up so much.
Those are what, 10 gallons?
Yeah, these are 10 gallons on top, 20-gallon talls, 20-gallon longs, 4 of them, and there's room for 4 more 20-gallon longs on the bottom. And then this rack is 10s with a 20 long up top, and this is 20s with a 40-gallon on top. And I think if I was to build out of these two, build another one, I would build the 20 with a 40 on top.
Oh, okay.
But I built 2 different sizes, and then I was like, and then I'll figure out what else I want to do. If I want to continue this, then I'll have a definite, I'll know which one I want.
Now you're actually breeding most of your fish in your fish room, right, Mike?
Yeah, man, when they breed, I am happy for it. You know what I mean? I've never collected any eggs. I've never really separated any babies or anything like that, except in this situation. So, I mean, like almost everything I'm doing in here is like a first for me. So I
So what are
always
you
appreciate.
what are you
I
doing
always
with all the fry?
appreciate you guys weighing in. What?
What are you doing with all the fry?
Oh, letting them grow up.
Oh, I know,
And
but I mean,
in certain situations, like this tank, like the population is like at max. So I'm assuming that babies are getting eaten. I'm assuming that things starve. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I really don't know what I'm doing. But this is
well, you and me
purple
both.
Moscows. This is
Right.
purple Moscows. This is purple Moscows.
Mm.
So you see what I mean? Like I've got problems.
You're like me
Yeah,
out with bristle nose. Now I've got bristle nose coming out my ear. I don't even know what to do with them. I think I'm going to go take them to the store that I'm going to drop off the angelfish and just kind of go like, here you go.
Right. Yeah. No, I've got bristle noses in this one, and there's tons of babies in there.
Now,
And
what
then
size?
I moved.
What size would
and
be a
then
good size to take them at the store at? An inch and a half, or bigger?
Man, I mean, like
inch
I
and
think
a half
at
to
an
2
inch they're
inches.
good.
Okay.
1.5 to 2 inches is preferred.
Okay.
You get a better price for them too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but even if you're like overrun and they're smaller than that, but you're
A lot of
just
them won't
moving
take it at
on,
an inch.
like they are the smaller they are, the cuter they are. Honestly, it's like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the problem is once they get into their tanks, they can't get them out, or they get stuck in the filters.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I got plenty that are inch and a half, almost 2 inches actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I'd say inch and a half to 2 inches is ideal.
okay.
Yeah, I moved 3 into this tank, and I moved 3 into the tank next to it. I'm gonna have trouble getting those guys, but these guys will be easier. And you could see them there against the back. I bet
Look at those koi.
that's 2 inches.
Those are koi,
least.
right, Mike?
Those are koi angels, but on the glass in the corner, that's a brown bristlenose, and there's
Yeah.
another one on the opposite side, which means the third one's in there.
I've got some
In
long
there.
fins that I need to. I think they're finally mature enough where they could breed, and I think they're all females. But I do
What
have
type was that?
the longfin, albino longfins.
Okay.
And
Do you have any other long fins?
this was a group that I got from Misfit Aquatics.
Okay.
And they were all real tiny. They must have been like half an inch when I got them. And I've finally grown them to, as a matter of fact, I think if I move, there's one right in there, right on the right side of my head. And they're finally to the size where they could breed, but they don't have any bristles, so I'm thinking they're all females.
How long are they?
I mean, that's really weird.
What was that, Jeff?
How big are they? Like 3 inches or?
Yeah, they're pushing 3.5, 4 inches now.
Okay. 4 inches I could see. Are you counting the fin also, or just the body?
Well, no, that's probably with the fins, but I think body wise they're probably about 2.5, 3 inches.
So my super reds didn't spawn until they were what? I'd say pushing 5 inches.
Oh, okay. So they still have a ways to go.
It's possible. I know that my big albinos didn't breed until they were full size either.
Okay.
It might have to do with the traits.
Oh, okay.
The blue eye lemons, I think they were about 4 inches when they spawned, but that's without the tail.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They had good mass.
I have to get a better look at them, but I do have 2 of them in the aquarium that's like right down there. That one right there. And then in the one right behind me, there's another one in there, I think. There's got to be.
If you've got an albino male short fin, I would throw that in with the females.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. And the albino males is the papa of all the bristlenose that I have in the fish room.
So the albino bristlenose short fin that I had murdered a whole lot of males on me. So I finally got fed up with them and threw them in with the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Then he spawned in there with blue eyes, and I needed some chocolate, so I pulled him out. I forgot to put a weight on top of the breeder box, and I found him dried up on the floor the next morning, which I was okay because he was a dick.
You know what? Did you put him back in the water?
No, he was toast. I mean, I didn't find him the next morning. I found him like after I got home from work.
He
was crispy.
Here's a little story on bristlenose that I just couldn't believe. If I hadn't experienced this, I would say BS. I was doing a water change on my grow up for the bristlenose, and I started. Actually, I think what it was, I was doing a live stream and doing a water change, which you shouldn't do, but I was doing that. And I remember I had finished doing the live stream and the door rang. There was the doorbell ring. So I went inside, forgot about it, picked up whatever package. I was waiting on the package. And then I got sidetracked inside the house. So the tank overflew, and it must have been overflowing for about an hour or so. It wasn't until my wife got home from work and she goes, "What's going on in your fish room? That I got water coming out the garage door." Then I walk in there, and of course I left the water on, and it ran for about an hour, just overflowing. Well, I turned it off or whatever, but I've had so many bristlenose in there that I didn't notice that several of them got flushed out of the aquarium. And and I started moving stuff around and just to try to get the water to flow out the backside of the racks. And it wasn't until the following morning that I noticed that Toby, my dog, was going crazy trying to get under the damn racks. Well, there was a trace of probably about 6 of these Bristol nose where the water had flown over and they were kind of working their way with the flow of the water and they were dried out. And I was thinking, and I've seen the damn video that they have on TikTok where they have these dried out Bristol nose and they pour water over the mouth and they start coming back to life. And
What?
I said, you know what? I'm gonna see what happens. And I always have buckets of water in the fish room, so I threw them in there. Well, 3 of those suckers made it back.
Mhm.
3 of them made it back. They were dried out, but not to the point where they had passed. So I was surprised. They're a lot tougher than what you give them credit for. Porque that thing looks behind you.
I know, dude. Those
Yeah, I know.
angels are watching the back of your head, man. They're like, is he gonna feed me or what?
It might be because it's green screen and I'm actually at a place where I shouldn't be streaming.
Hey, you know what? I gotta share this with you guys. Check this out. That's in my pepper Cory tank. And I recorded for about like 7 minutes, and I got a minute of footage of this white fish. I set a camera, left the room, and I've only got a minute of footage out of 7 minutes. Like, that guy like hides in the thick of all of them, and I hadn't seen him until he got that large. But that's my Valentine's Day gift, is an albino hyphen Cory. I didn't even know I didn't even know that was a possibility. I do tonight.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
I got them when they were still small and they kind of looked cute, but once they got bigger, they looked kind of weird because it almost looked like they artificially inserted the extra fins on them. But they were
They start they start to curve back around and they're not straight anymore. I like it when they're still straight.
Yeah, so I was like,
but the floppy ones I kind of like, because then they get that little round piece on the end of them, and it looks like a little radio antenna.
Yeah,
and it looks a little bit like a peacock, a little bit.
Yeah, it's not my preference.
I'm okay with it.
I ordered some high fins from Dan, and when I got them, they were all long fins, and I was a little bit pissed.
Yeah, I know, but I other than the plecos that I have with the long fins, I really don't like. I don't even like the veil tail angelfish, to be honest. I prefer the.
No, that's too long. It depends on the fish. You know, like the long fin Oscar. I really like that. June's. I like her Oscar with long fin.
Well, that's okay. I just lied because I actually do like the butterfly koi, and that's
yes.
It look real mystical though. It looks. I don't know.
Yep. It depends on the fish and it's within reason. Like these super long, draggy tailed guppies, I don't like.
Yeah, or like some of the betas where they look like they're struggling a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like I was like, man, your whole life is a struggle. I mean, I know you're an individual and you've got what you got. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't be you.
Yeah.
That's why I like placots better. But they're hard to come by nowadays.
Which ones?
Yeah, they're just the placat, the more wild shape.
The placots are the crown tails
out there.
The crown tails aren't so bad either.
Are still placat.
I don't like the crown tails because it reminds me of fin rot.
Oh, I can see that. It's too uniform though.
I don't know, man.
Well, the crown tails are
the blue ones
that look like spikes coming out of the tail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just they look like they got spikes on them. I mean, I can get the fin rot thing, but it's just too uniform.
No.
So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like it when the fins get so long and you can tell that the fish is having a hard time swimming. That's one of the the things about goldfish that I always used to kind of shy away from was precisely that. But I've kept them for a while now, and like I was telling you earlier, I kind of miss not having them, and that hasn't been but maybe a few weeks since they've been out of
Yeah.
the fish room.
Yeah, man, but you miss those little mouths, man.
Let's see. Maybe I'll have some ready for fall if you're interested.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
No,
just
I
need a
got.
couple. Just something that I can keep in that other aquarium I was telling you that's bigger than a 29. I don't want to dedicate an entire, one of the bigger aquariums for them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
something you can do is grow out your bristle nose and that kind of stuff in there once they hit an inch, where they can't fit in a goldfish's mouth.
yeah, because I made the mistake of keeping goldfish with juvenile cories. I ain't doing that again.
You gobble them.
Well, I ended up having to sacrifice the cory because I couldn't it got wedged in its throat, and I thought
man.
I thought the goldfish was going to be a goner. I really did, but I had to go in there with some scissors and snip the fins off the cory because he couldn't get them through, and I couldn't pull them out.
Yeah,
So,
we had to do that to a few cories when I worked at the pet store. Full size angels would eat the babies, and then you'd have to cut the cory out of it.
so I was like, man, I hated doing it, but I had to, I had to do it. I couldn't leave. They were both suffering.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. They were both going to die. You know what I mean? So at that point, you know what I mean. You're making decisions that you don't want to have to make, but you know what I mean. Like you could have lost both.
And the goldfish was not looking very good, and I wasn't gonna. I put him in one of the buckets that was sitting there in the fish room, thinking, all right, in the morning if it's gone, then I'll dispose of them. But I came back and it was doing fine, and I kept observing them for 2 or 3 days in the bucket in case I had to medicate, and it was doing fine. It was eating. It was doing everything it was supposed to do. So I put him back in with the rest of the fish, and it,
There you go.
doing
If you're
good.
looking to get a placat shipment from a Misa, this would probably be a good time of the year for you to get one from her.
Oh, okay. Why
She's
ordered?
California. Well, no, she says that they sell them at her club.
Oh,
But this is a mild time of the year for both of you guys to be shipping stuff.
Actually, it's the best time of the year for us because
Yeah,
it is.
It's
we
not
got to be
cold enough
careful
where they're
about
going
where
to
we're
freeze.
shipping to.
And just the standard packaging. If you just put the foam inside the box, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and you could do priority, and that wouldn't be so bad.
Go for $3 to $7 monthly. Okay, well, I have to reach out to a Misa.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to
I don't even think Amisa reached out to me on Facebook yet. Kind of disappointed.
Hey boys, this has been a great time, but
It's June's turn.
12:30. It's June's turn. I can't wait to see what she's got set up for us tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope you had a good one. I did. I'm feeling the fish love. Got an albino hyphen Corey. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right. It's been a good week.
All right, guys.
Thank you. And you guys are welcome anytime. I do enjoy having other people up with me at the same time. So if it works out for you, please do.
I will do my best if I can.
All right. Let's end it. Let's go see what June's doing. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.